Good afternoon from London. It's a dull grey afternoon, even though it is March and it is spring. And hello to all dear comrades, friends and supporters from Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK, an official delegate of KFA for the UK, President of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics UK, and of course the owner of this very self-same channel, Songun 007, the militant voice of Songun and Juche in the UK, defending People's Korea with no ifs or buts. And today I'm going to speak about the 78th anniversary of the enactment of the Agrarian reform in People's Korea. And it was on the 5th of March, some 78 years ago, that the Provisional People's Committee of North Korea proclaimed the law of agrarian reform. The law confiscated without compensation the land of landlords with more than 5 hectares of land and distributed it free of charge to landless and land-short farmers. It was probably one of the most radical, revolutionary and thorough-going land reforms ever carried out in history. It was radically different to land reforms carried out in other countries. And it is a fact that some socialist countries actually paid compensation to landlords or asked for a charge, asked for money for the redistributed land. And also many third world countries never carried out the land reform in such a thoroughgoing and revolutionary manner. Indeed, one African country actually declared after it gained independence that there would be no takeover of the land of the former white colonialists, but instead there would be the willing buyer, willing seller principle. In other words, it left the exploitative relations of land ownership intact. And it's also significant that even here in Britain, we still have a sort of residue of feudalism in the form of leasehold. They're making vague noises about abolishing it or reforming it, but it still hasn't happened. And leasehold is where you buy a property, but in reality, the ground the property stands on is owned by a landlord, usually big monopoly property companies who then charge ground rent, but also very heavy service charges. Anyway, the agrarian reform law in People's Korea ossified feudalism, which had existed for centuries. It freed the farmers from the exploitation and oppression of cruel landlords and made them masters of the land. Indeed, much more than mere masters of the land. It made them masters of their own fate and masters of the country. The Agrarian Reform Law broke the fetters on the rural productive forces and led to a big upsurge in agricultural production. Indeed, it led to self-sufficiency. It marks a fundamental and irreversible redistribution of wealth and power in the northern part of Korea. Thanks to the Agrarian Reform Law and later measures, People's Korea is today one of the most egalitarian societies in the whole world, and I've seen it with my own eyes. Since the enactment of the Agrarian Reform Law, the socialist agricultural working people have triumphantly marched along the road of Juche-orientated agricultural development. We are sure that there will be greater successes in the future. Long live the 78th anniversary of the Agrarian Reform Law. Long live People's Korea. Long live Juche. Long live socialism. Thank you for listening to this video. I will be back on Friday with my second fortnightly live stream. And if you're not already a subscriber to the channel Songun 007, please consider subscribing. And also to our affiliated channel, Korean Friendship Association of the UK. And, please help us out by sharing content as widely as possible. You can also buy our publications. There'll be a link in the description to the lulu.com author spot, which there are many books that we have produced. You can also donate to us through a number of ways. And of course, the most important thing is activity, activity, and activity. So please participate in our events, both online and in real life. Thank you for listening. I wish you all a good day and see you again soon.